Hello, everybody. Welcome to Late Night Football. Welcome to our match reaction show. It's finished. Whew. It's Manchester City 6, Nottingham Forest nil. I mean, it was destruction from the word go. Like from start to finish, it was just total destruction, total annihilation. You learn how to add adjectives, don't you? But Erling Haaland, I mean, absolutely brilliant. What a player! Another hat trick for him. The fastest player to get to 9 goals, of course, and also the fastest player to get the first two hat tricks in the Premier League by a long margin. Just 5 games. It's just unbelievable. And I don't think those are the only records he's going to break. I think I honestly think that the he will break the if he stays fit. I think he's going to break the Premier League score record this season. He will just because the volume of chances that City create, just because of his clinical ability to score goals. I can't see why he would not break it. So it's difficult to dissect the game completely because I don't think Nottingham Forest were ever really in it, and that would disappoint Steve Cooper a lot. But the City just look like on another level. I mean, right from the word go, they looked on another level. Nottingham Forest had no idea how to deal with the City press. They had no idea how to play through them. I mean, it's difficult as it is, but I just felt like Nottingham Forest had absolutely no conviction about anything that they were doing, except for small bits and pieces. I thought Abenui looked good when he came on in the second half, but other than that, there just never really was any conviction. That player, Man City had about 80% possession. I mean, that's just unbelievable numbers when you think about it. But talk about the goals. I mean, all three of them. See, the thing about the Haaland goals is they're not great goals. I mean, think about it. I mean, the first goal, he's held off a defender, he's put it in. The second is a tap in. The third is a header. Again a close range header. They're not great goals by any imagination. But what makes him great, and what makes them great is the fact that he finds space where nothing seems to exist. He fashions chances where you don't think he should be able to, and I think that is his biggest strength. That is his biggest attribute, that he can score these sort of goals, which I think City have lacked for a long time. They've lacked for a long time this ability of a player to just City have always been about creating the perfect goal and scoring the perfect goal. Haaland doesn't score perfect goals; he just scores goals, and I think that's what City have needed for so long, and that's what makes him so dangerous. Is that he just knows how to score goals. And the problem for any defender, and then what I'm trying to see is I'm trying to figure out. I'm sure there are weaknesses in his game. I just can't seem to see them yet. I'm not able to see any obvious weaknesses in his game where I go, you know what, this could be something that could be targeted. This could be something that could be done. I just don't think there's anything in his game that right now that I can see, because he's good in the air. He's very physical. He's able to obviously he's 2-footed in a way. He is. So he can score with his right foot. He can score with his left foot. He's got pace, obviously. So he's got almost everything. The only thing maybe is the fact that his passing might be a little bit off. But for strikers, you don't really need to be that good. You don't need to play crossfield passes as striker. So his short range passing is pretty good. I mean, he almost created the chance of Foden that Foden should have scored, and then he got his second goal. So for me, I think overall he just looks at the complete package as far as strikers are concerned. So I'm not sure where the weakness is. And that's what makes him dangerous, because when you know there's a weakness, you kind of go, okay, well, maybe somebody can target that. But he just doesn't seem to have any in his game. And the funny part is Julian Alvarez scored 2 goals in that second half. And I said Julian Alvarez is a player I'm looking forward to seeing more than Haaland, because I feel this is fantastic talent. And in any other team, you would go Julian Alvarez is a star. You go Julian Alvarez is a fantastic, is a phenomenal player. But in Manchester City, he's another good player. He's another very good player. He's just another very good player. That's so easy to say, isn't it? Another very good player. But I mean, Alvarez was fantastic in the second half. So his first goal was brilliant, one touch finish, absolutely rifled it in. That second goal was also, that really is what De Bruyne did all the work in that one, to win the ball back, to play it forward like that. And then all Alvarez has to do is go, I'm just going to put this in the back net, and he does. It's another good finish from him as well. But again, another phenomenal signing. For such a cheap signing. So they've got two fantastic goal scorers for about 75 million pounds. Now, I know there's agent fees and things like that, so I'm sure it's a lot more. But just in terms of transfer fee alone, it's the same amount. It's less than what Manchester United have paid for Anthony. Just let that sink in. Just let that sink in. Let that sink in. But you know what? It's just 6-0. I mean, you can't really say much. Cancelo's goal was really good as well, a screamer. And what will really please Pep more than the goals is the fact that they kept the clean sheet. Because I think they've been a little bit too sloppy and a little bit too casual in defense the last couple of games. And so they're coming out here, even against Barcelona, if you want to include that, but definitely in the last two competitive games, they've been very, very sloppy in defense. I think today they were a lot more focused. Nottingham Forest didn't offer much of a threat. I really didn't expect them to score, but even whatever little bit, there were bits and pieces that were coming, they made sure they dealt with that. And I think they were much more focused, much more concentrating. And I think that's something that will please Pep a lot because you want to keep clean sheets. You don't want to be conceding sloppy goals because you don't want to get into that habit when you're up against better teams. I don't think there's that many teams that are going to be on City's level anyway. But you don't want to get in that habit of conceding sloppy goals in a crucial game. So I think that will please Pep a lot. The fact that they kept the clean sheet as well. I mean, and here's fun. Here's another thing as well. They didn't have De Bruyne. They didn't start De Bruyne today. De Bruyne came on in the second half. He didn't even play for 60 minutes, and they already scored what 5 goals. I think they scored 4 or 5 goals. I think by the time he came on, I think they scored 5. By the time he came on. So, I mean, that just shows you that insane depth of Manchester City. They could bring on Mahrez, they could bring on Kevin De Bruyne. Now, Alvarez is not really a starter. He started today, scored 2 goals as well. They've just got players who can score goals. They've got this insane amount of depth. And as long as they can, and I said this in the Newcastle game, and I'll say it again here. The only thing that's going to stop City from winning all 4 competitions this season is their own hubris. As long as they're not complacent, as long as they're not too casual, as long as they're not hubristic, they will win all 4 trophies this season. That literally is what it is. That's all that it's about. Because they have enough depth to manage across 4 competitions. They have enough quality to win the Champions League, to win the Premier League. In fact, they have enough quality to walk the Premier League. I wouldn't even say win it. I mean, win is something. They have enough quality to walk the Premier League. So as long as they are not hubristic and as long as they're not complacent, that's the only thing that will be their downfall. Otherwise, they should win all 4 trophies this season. Anyway, let me know in the comments. What did you think about the game? What did you make notes to make? Are you as in awe of Haaland as I am? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys, of course. Do smash like for Erling Haaland, and smash like for Julian Alvarez as well. Now, I know he's not going to get a lot of. I know Haaland is going to get the headlines. But smash like for Julian Alvarez as well. I thought he played very well even before the 2 goals, but to get the 2 goals really close, something for him as well to celebrate. So smash like for those guys. And do remember to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook as well. There might be some transfer reactions as well. I mean, there's some other games happening as well, so might do reactions for that as well. And again, good thing is that Arsenal won, so they stay top of the league. At least for now, Arsenal are top of the league, and that's the only thing that's keeping us going. Is that Arsenal at least staying ahead of City for the time being. I don't think they'll be there long, but at least as long as it goes, let's enjoy it as non-City fans. But anyway, do subscribe to our channel to get more video content as they drop. And of course, we appreciate your support as always. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.